Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you are new, back with another NASCAR Thunder 2003 career mode episode. We are heading on to Dega, which we won the second race of Talladega last year. We got our first win of our career there. So last episode we finished 26th at Texas with a lucky timing caution. As soon as we were coming to pit, a guy was like wrecking trying to get into the pits, and we missed pit lane and was able to stay on the lead lap, which was lucky. And then Martinsville, similar issue where everybody pitted, I even pitted, and then we were the last car on the lead lap and in 12th, and with about 8 laps to go, somebody wrecked, and then we pitted, took tires, worked our way all the way up to 4th in the last like 5 laps, and finished 4th at Martinsville. It's the best like non-plate track finish I've had. I've finished pretty good at Richmond before, which we're actually coming up to also. Let's go. But we got Dega, gonna be great here. California is gonna be interesting next week as well. We already got the car set up, and R&D will be done in 6 more races, so very happy with that. Engine wise, we got one being built after this race. I wish we would have had that for this race. That would have been fantastic. Another one being repaired in 2 races, and we got 2 chassis that will be done, one built, one repaired after this race too, which is really nice. So hopefully we do decent here at Dega. I'm hoping for like a top 5. We have a decent car, not like the most horsepower car we've ever had, but I'm gonna try and stick with somebody that's fast and see if we can get out front and try and pull away like we did when we won Dega. That was huge for us. We tried it at Daytona, didn't quite work out for us. We finished like 3rd or 4th at Daytona to start out the year, so hopefully we can try to finish about top 5 here. All right, coming around finishing qualifying. Not 100% sure where we'll be. I think Mark Martin had the pole for like the 3rd race in a row. That is going to put us where are we gonna start? We're top 10, 3rd. That's a pretty good qualifying effort for us.
The NASCAR Winston Cup Series visits the famous Talladega Superspeedway today for the Aaron's 499. This is Joe Moore and Barney Hall for MRN, and we're live to bring you all the action. And Barney, this track always manages to produce some white-knuckle moments.
Let me sum it up for you all. 2.6 miles, 4 lanes, 190 miles an hour. Just doesn't get much better. Let's just hope these guys can stay out of the big one.
The Easy Care car will soon be renegotiating with sponsors.
That team has proved to be a wise investment for all their sponsors. I'm sure they'll make another offer.
Kevin Harvick accomplished an incredible feat in 2001. He won the Busch Series championship while competing full-time on the Winston Cup circuit.
To race all those miles and be as good as he was is simply amazing. I'm sure the extra track time helped him, but you just get tired racing like that every weekend.
The 145 car really needs a good finish in this race. He's got a long way to go on the points list.
Well, there's always going to be someone who has to fill in the bottom of the points list. Of course, none of these guys want to ever see their name there. Sometimes it's just not your season to shine.
All right, we have P1 and P2 and P2 and P1 starting this race for the points. So I know Junior and Mark Martin are super duper fast here. So I need to try to latch on to one of them and push them like way out in front and stuff. Hopefully we can get up there once our gear gets up in the speed. Need to really get somebody's draft here going onto the backstretch. I'm turning my head so much just trying to keep my car straight to me when we're going slow like that. It's crazy. But we are going to be flying back up here with this draft. Hopefully he stays high and I can go low on him. Looks like that will be the case. Perfect. And Junior is up there getting the lead all by himself. I low-key want to try and get on the back of Stewart here if he's going to draft up to Junior and see if we can't try and get up to Junior. Because Junior will definitely be the best to go up there and draft off of. Where are you guys going? I'm trying to go one way or the other, but you guys are indecisive. Both Martin and Junior out on the outside. I probably need to just go up here then. We need to just go to that outside lane. That's going to be the fast one. We have that fancy driver in like 6th right behind us, which is crazy. He is flying. Oh, dang it, Stewart. You're messing me up there. I wanted to go down, get Mark Martin's draft. They're being very indecisive on their lanes. So I want to get up there and push one dude really far out. That's the main thing. I want to get up here, get on the bumper of one person. We're going over 200 miles an hour right now. We are absolutely flying, which is crazy. Up another one. See if we can get to the inside of Ryan Newman here. Mark Martin does come down, so I'm going to try and get on his bumper. Oh, I'm hitting Ryan Newman, my bad. That's going to slow up Junior, which is good, because he's definitely the fastest. Yeah, Tony Stewart's back behind us, but we're going to try and push Mark Martin forward if we can. Just see if we can get on his bumper and go forward. Just push them away from everybody else. Stewart is on our draft, which is a little unfortunate, but he might stick with us for a little while, but then might fall off if he runs that high side in the corner like that, because you can see how much he lost right there. And we're like constantly over 200 miles an hour on the straight, catching back up to Mark Martin, which is absolutely nuts to me. We are just so fast. It's crazy. 47.7. That's like 2 seconds, I think, faster than the qualifying time. No, Stewart, no. I slipped up a little bit there. That's really annoying. Yeah, I know. We got shuffled back to third. I need to try to push Stewart back up to him now. And then I could get rid of Stewart when I got a run on him and can get back up to Mark Martin. That is not what I need. I don't want 3 people up here. I just want me and one other. That's it. Don't want to be competing too much for real estate. I know the part of it that killed me at Daytona was qualifying, or not qualifying, pitting. That's what kind of killed me, was pitting by myself, and I had nobody to go with at that point. I do want to lead a lap, but I'm hoping it would just be like the last lap or something. Because if I go and try to lead a lap and I have to try to let Mark Martin back by, we just lose a ton of time. I think I did that last year. I ended up still winning the race, but that is what ended up happening last year with that race. I tried pushing him so far out, getting a lap lead, and then took forever to let him back by and lost a ton of time. It was not worth it at all. So I'm hoping we can get far enough ahead. Stewart still being with us though is really rough, because he just gets back up to us in the straightaway, because he drafts all the way back up. I'm trying to push Mark Martin the best of my ability, but he's only going so fast. I know by myself I'll be running like a second or 2 slower if I'm out front, I think. So it's not worth me being out front for all this. It'd be like we're qualifying basically running 195 basically, but we can go so far on fuel. It looks like Stewart may be trying to go pit, because he kind of pulled down on the backstretch a little bit, but maybe not also, because he didn't pull like all the way down onto the back. There's a huge gap. Look at the track map. There's a huge gap between some people. It's crazy. Like me, Stewart, and Martin are way ahead of Just Dale Jr., and then there's a pack of like 5 cars, and then another pack of like 10, and then the back group, which is like 20 of them, way back there, which is crazy. Oh, it looks like there might have been almost a wreck here. Look at those marks. That is 100% what happened, and I just missed the corner. Stewart's back under us. I keep messing that up, so I'm trying not to turn too hard. But Stewart being up here, it kind of helps in a way, but it's kind of annoying in a way. Because I kind of want to just push Stewart at this point, because I feel like he's faster than Mark Martin, honestly. I feel like Stewart's got more of a car to go forward with that we could push. Because he's keeping up with us from behind, so I feel like that's a big positive for him. Now pitting's going to be the rough part, because I'm definitely slower on entry than they are. Tires are getting worn. Got to take 4 tires. I've tried taking 2 before and it did not work out. I got way too tight towards the end of a race when I tried that. Now the thing is, I want to dump these guys for a lapper and then go with the lapper until I pit, but we got by all the lappers, unfortunately. That's the bad part. Stewart getting under Mark Martin here, that's huge. Gonna push Stewart, see if we can't get him out to a lead and pull away from Mark Martin potentially. Oh my goodness. Trying to get up to his draft without coming up into Mark Martin. Okay, we're back up to second. Let's go. That's massive. We'll see if we can try to push away from Mark Martin a little bit. Might have been pushing the wrong car this whole time, honestly. Yeah, we're low on fuel. We're gonna go another lap or two. Like, we're not gonna pit this time. Maybe next time or the time after. We can go about to 11 to 12, I think, around there. Mark Martin's sticking with us as well. So yeah, this strategy is gonna be tough this race because there's 3 of us up here instead of just 2. So if there's just 2, it makes it so much easier. And when I won Dega, I was able to drop Mark Martin, and I drafted with Dale Jarrett that was coming off pit road because Mark Martin got slowed up from the guys coming off pit road. So that's what really helped us out there. And I think I had like lucky drafting when I came out of the pits too, like timing wise. Okay, Stewart and Mark Martin pretty much been about the same speed, unfortunately. Don't get under me. Please don't get under me. We're good. We're good. Are we pitting this time? That's all I want to know. It looks like we're not. They're staying out. I'll stay out. Oh, very low fuel. I'll stay out one more lap. We got fuel for one more. We're at very low. We're not at fuel tank almost empty. So we got a lap. Definitely can risk it.
There's some leaders coming in.
Mark Martin's going and pitting. Okay. That's gonna keep us out here going faster than he would by himself. For a lap at least. And we'll see if Stewart gets messed up by anybody coming off pit road. Just one more guy, and that's Jared up here. I am super tight. I need to try and draft back up to him. I'm gonna try and pass him if I do draft back, if I can draft all the way up to him. I got way too tight in that corner. We're gonna be absolutely flying going into turn 3 here, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to get under him. No, we're not. I'm gonna lift slightly so I don't go way up the track again. But we're gonna be pitting this time. We're literally almost out of fuel. Gotta slow it up to 70. Don't speed, don't speed. We're good, we're good. We were a little slower than him, but not by much. I'm gonna turn the wedge down even more because I got way too loose there. And we're out of fuel. We're literally out of fuel right now. That is huge. We had a really good pit entry. When I have a gap like that, it's pretty good. There went Tony Stewart. We didn't have a great stop. We didn't have a terrible one. We had a kind of what we were used to. But I know we don't get up to speed very well either is a problem. So we only fell back to 10th so far, and there's not really anybody coming. And we only got one car on track. Everybody else coming off pit road. So we're still in the top 10, which is pretty wild. So we're going to get a great finish. I just need to try and get some drafting help here. I don't know if we're in front of Mark Martin or behind him right now. That could be Mark Martin behind us, honestly. It looks like a blue and black car. So if he catches us, I will kind of want him to get by me and I can draft off of him. Actually, not too fast because I need to get up to speed still. So I'm going to slow him up a little bit here. And then I need him to get around me. I'm going to run this middle lane and hope he goes high or low on me. Yes, he's going low now. Perfect. I'm not slowing him up anymore. Okay, he got a little close to me and slowed up. That wasn't perfect. It could have been better, but I'm gonna run way up here. Don't hit the wall. Please get by me. He's not getting by me. Not the best. We're in 5th, 4th. Is that 3rd? So Stewart is 2nd up here, and is that Junior coming off pit road? I think it is. I honestly think that's Junior coming off pit road right here. That's gonna be 2nd, and Stewart's still in 1st up there. Oh boy, we have a shot at this. We just have to draft correctly with Mark Martin. Is Mark Martin gonna slow up? No, he doesn't. Perfect. All right, I need Mark Martin to go by me. I really need Mark Martin to go by me here. And we're gonna drop in behind him because we're gonna go faster with him in front of us than us in front of him. I just have to be able to stick to his bumper and not lose him in the corners. We could catch up to Stewart, and then I could try to slingshot around both of them, is the thing. That's my goal. Or I slingshot off one of them, get to Stewart, and then try and slingshot off a Stewart into the lead. Don't do this. Don't do this. I got to stay in his draft. Can't lose the draft or we're screwed. Like, I would literally fall all the way back to Junior probably because Junior's going to be faster in this one-on-one. Cannot overdo the corner like that. But we already are catching up to Stewart. Let's go. Huge. Trying not to get under him, but I had a huge run there. I was checking up so I didn't overshoot the corner. I think on this front stretch, I kind of want to slingshot off of Mark Martin and try to catch up to Stewart. Get over 200. Drop down here. Keep up that momentum. And I should be able to catch up to Stewart's draft in this corner. Don't get too tight. We're good. And we go and try to lead these last few laps. I'm going to go and try to take the lead right here. I'm going to do the same thing. Just keep that momentum up. Don't get slowed up. I got a little too close, but keep that momentum up. Get under him. We're in first. Let's go. And now I just got to hold them off behind me, basically. We're going to be going a little slower, so it's a little easier to handle. I just got to mirror drive the hell out of them is basically all. Mark Martin ended up getting up to second. He's having a huge day. He led some laps. Basically just got to work the lines. Wherever they go, I got to go. In reverse order, because usually it's the opposite. Usually the behind guy dictates on where they want to go, but I'm dictating where I go from them. Stewart's coming low. It's going to be a dogfight to the end here, because they definitely are faster than me, but I get the draft so much off of them. Should be able to use Mark Martin here, get up in front of Stewart. Mark Martin's trying to get by us. Just going to slowly fade down the backstretch. And we do have a huge group of people, and is Mark Martin going to lose it there? Oh, he almost did. He hit that apron down there. Slowed him up a little bit. He like bounced a little. We do have a big group of cars up here. I don't know if we're going to fully catch them or not, but that could mess up Mark Martin, Stewart, or myself, honestly. It could mess us up quite a bit. And we got 2 laps left here, and we're going to see if we can catch these guys or not. It's going to be really interesting if we do catch these guys. But you can see like our lap times. With me out front, we're a second slower. Because we were running 47.7s. You can see the fastest lap. We just ran a 48.7. We're a second slower with me out front than they were. So that is a big thing. Because we don't have like a great engine. We have a mid subpar engine in the car right now. It only has 64 power, but we're still out here leading this thing, which is huge. I think the chassis did help a lot, getting all that drafting downforce on it instead of picking the worst one. We still could have had a shot with that worst one, I think, but it would have been much harder. I don't think we would have been able to keep up as well. I don't think we would have qualified as well either. Final lap here. I don't think we're going to catch those guys. If we do, I might be able to get lucky and catch enough of their draft just to pull me away from these guys. But I don't think we're going to get close enough to them, honestly. But can we get back-to-back wins at Dega? We won last year when it came to the last 10 races of the year. We won that race, our first of our career. We're really in a dogfight right now trying to hold off Stewart and Mark Martin, which is huge. Mark Martin's been killing it this year. I don't think he's won yet this season, but he is second in points to Dale Jr. And honestly, I kind of hope he finishes second over Stewart just because I'm going to try and keep Mark Martin in our draft rather than Stewart, just to try to catch up to Jr. a little bit more on points because he did lead some laps. He had a really good race. Mark Martin's going to finish second, but we're going to come home winners here at Talladega again. That is awesome. We're going to be able to do a little bit of a celebration here. I don't want to destroy our car or anything, but able to do a little bit of burnout, I believe. I just got to do it correctly. I don't want to hit the wall or anything, though. I don't know how to do a burnout very well. Got to get it going slowly. There we go. Do a little burnout, but I know you can blow your engine and stuff in this. I remember from way back in the day, so I do not want to do that by any means. Go park it in pit lane with our guys, because I did that last time too. But that's a huge win for us. That's going to help us in the points a ton. We're going to get a good amount of money too, and that was awesome. Going into victory lane now. I love seeing like a celebration thing like this. It's so cool. It's so like not what they do anymore, which is awesome. I love the celebration afterwards where you can do a burnout and everything. It's awesome. But we've only seen this once. If we start winning a whole bunch, I'll definitely start skipping some of these, but just we don't win very often. We barely finish top 10 often. Like we've gotten maybe like 5 non-super speedway top 10s. But yeah, this is just awesome winning. Talladega has been great for us. Daytona's a little tougher for some reason. I don't know what it is, but I don't know what it is about Dega. We just do better. I don't know if it's the amount of fuel that we can go at Dega compared to Daytona. Like we can't go as far at Daytona or something. I have no clue, but we get the win. That's huge for us. I think the race was $175,000 to win, something like that. But we get $533,000 for that race. That is awesome. Junior still finished 4th. He had a solid race. Mark Martin, did he lead the most? He did lead the most, actually. He got the 5 bonus points for the most laps. We almost got the most laps led. We would have caught Tony Stewart a little earlier. That would have been perfect. Like 2 laps early, we could have tied it with Mark Martin. Don't know who would have gotten it then, but even Junior led 3 laps. That was super early on. I didn't think he led any, but that's huge. But getting the win, that is awesome for us. And we're up to nearly $2 million, which is awesome with that. We're going to have to get some new sponsors as well. It's also why we got a lot of money because of the prestige bonus at the end. Average start of 30th. Honestly, could do that. Average start of 25th. Honestly, could probably do that. But I feel like as soon as I hit that, I'm going to start getting races where I don't qualify that well. So I feel like I want to do average start of 30th just because I feel like we could do that. Average start of 40th, too easy, not enough money. If we start top 30, we get a lot of money. So 64,000, it'd be 96 for top 25, but I'm going with a little easier and just to be safe. Ranked 25th in points, that's probably not going to happen. 30th in points, that's tough. 25th in earnings. Earnings is rough, like right now in the middle of the year for us, probably. Ahead of Robbie Gordon. 40th in points, can do that 100%. So that's an easy 25K. 30th in points, can we do that for 18 races? That's so long on the season. I'm just gonna go 40th in points, get the easy 25K. Don't want to like over push our boundaries there with not making some money. But our current bank is 190 or 1.92. Our projected total is 1.91. So with the sponsors we have, they're not projecting us to make money, which is kind of funny. But let's go see. Engine wise, we got one built. That's awesome. So we got a really good engine now. 74 power. That is awesome. So much durability too. That thing is going to be really nice. We're going to California. Probably going to use that, honestly. That's going to be really nice. Do I want to start building the new one also? Another new one? It could take 9 races. I think it's worth it, 219,000, because we have money to use, and we did just get a chassis built and repaired, so that one got repaired. This one is built, 77 grip. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be amazing. Like, see, that one's not that good. So, but I want to wait to build another one. I definitely gonna go repair this one. That'll get it back up to 74. This one's not nearly as good. Actually, that is actually a good one. But I'm gonna repair this one. The condition is down to 80, so I want to do it a little quick. So we'll do it in 4 races, 133,000. A little expensive, but it definitely will be worth it. And then modify this car for new engine, 74 on it. Let's go, and then 77 tire grip. That is gonna be a beast of a car here at California. So I am super excited about that. Hopefully we can do good here at California, and I need to see if I'm actually gonna make money or not, because I might have messed up in my sponsors if we're gonna not be making money each race. Need to qualify top, what was it, 25 I think it was. I want to say it was top 25. I already forgot. Top 30. Average start at 30th. So we can do 30th. I feel like 30th is in our range for sure. And where are we in points? We're 20th in points right now. So honestly, top 30 in points could have been doable. We're 705 to 883. So we actually had a decent bit of gap. But for 18 races, I feel like that's so tough to do. That's a long way. But Mark Martin down to 99 points behind Junior. I'm just happy we're doing well. I'm super stoked about that. Really happy to get a win. Let's move on to California here and see how we can do. All right, I ran like 2/10 off of Mark Martin's time for qualifying, which is super shocking for this big of a track. I just have stability control fully off still, but we have a really good chassis and stuff right now too, so that I feel like that helps. But definitely still can get very loose if I mess up. Just trying to be really careful through the corners. But pull time's a 38.189. I ran like a 38.38. So Really good time there. I was super happy about that. I was super shocked by that too. I thought I was gonna get like a low 8 or a low 38. Oh, don't hit the wall. That's gonna hurt us. Dang it. All right, for qualifying, I ran a 38.38 compared to Mark Martin, who has pole right now at a 38.18. Like, I'm 2/10 off of Mark Martin's time from practice, for the qualifying time at least, so feel really confident about it. We just gotta not smack the wall like that. That's not gonna help anything. No car did not get damaged. It visually looks damaged, but didn't get any damage on the car, luckily. Just gotta not over push it, really. Trying to keep up speed through these corners, because big, wide, sweeping corners, super close to the wall. Gonna have a lot of speed coming to line here, which is gonna be really nice. We're in a 38.9. That's already 13th. Oh my goodness, we can get like a top 5 starting spot here potentially. Honestly, like, we really can get a good starting spot here, which is crazy. The setup is super weird for this track. Like, the front and rear springs are both at like 90%. The tire wear is going to be awful on this thing, I feel like, but we'll see what it does. Hopefully it doesn't just die off on me in the race, but I feel like that's a very high possibility. Trying to keep speed, keep it low. That was really nice. I think we have a shot at the pole here, honestly. We're going to be top 3, I feel like. It's going to be 38.0, that's pole at a not super speedway track. Oh my goodness.
MRN is in Fontana, California, home of the California Speedway for today's Napa Auto Parts 500. It's another great day for racing. We should see a lot of green flag racing in this one.
Well, you're right. Fuel mileage is a big concern for a lot of teams. All the green flag racing means they'll have to be very careful when they decide to pit for fuel.
The Easy Care car has got to be happy about qualifying so well this week.
Man, let me tell you, I got to watch him make this qualifying run, and he was a very happy man when he got out of that car. Maybe this will turn this string of bad starts around.
Jimmy Spencer has earned the name Mr. Excitement with his all-out aggressive driving style.
Well, every time Jimmy Spencer gets in a race car, you know he's going to drive the wheels off that thing. Sometimes it gets him into trouble, but it makes for some great racing action.
Elliott Sadler seems to always have to start toward the back at these speedway tracks.
Man, that's true. Maybe he likes having to pass all those cars on race day. I know I would prefer to start towards the front, and I'm sure he would too. But hey, he'll get there with some patience.
Us starting on the pole is wild for this track. Like, there's no way we're holding it up here just because, like, it's a normal track. It's not a super speedway. I'm not going to be able to, like, draft and block my way to staying up here. So I just got to be careful. I know I'm going to get bum rushed by everybody in here. So I just got to be smart about it. I know we're going to fall back because their race pace is so much faster than qualifying. It makes no sense to me. We're 3 wide already. Why is Shane Hall behind me? And Jeff Purvis. Guys that I battle with in the points, why are they up here? I never understand that. Like, every time I do well, they have to do well. It seems like, besides the super speedway, it seems like, okay, fantasy driver, completely messing me up there. That's not going to help my already going to be bad tire wear. Sorry, Ward. Got into Ward a little bit too hard there. I was trying to just come down the track and straighten myself up a little bit. Not sure where their braking zones are and stuff, but just got to be careful about them. I definitely drift up the track, hitting somebody and trying to turn, not really ideal. I want to try and get by this fantasy guy, though, so I can kind of be by myself a little bit. Okay, I definitely brake earlier in the turn 3 than them. Try and keep up some speed up here. Have a good front stretch, probably. Able to get a good amount of drafting in front of us. Johnny Benson doesn't know which lane he wants to be in, though, which is unfortunate for us. He's kind of just blocking both lanes, and I'm just like losing speed because it's like slowing me down because you get to his bumper and they slow you down. That's just how this game is. That's no settings or anything. That's just this game. That's why when we were trying to drive with like Mark Martin and stuff, you just get to their bumper and it slows you down like 3 miles an hour. I'm not actually gonna like go up there and be able to hit them or anything. At the super speedways drafting, I'm not gonna be able to push them forward. The only time you could really hit somebody in the rear end is you just drive it in a corner. Oh God, sorry. Sorry, Jeff Burton. My bad. But we're still around the top 10 right now. Like, we haven't lost too many spots, and this is a relatively short race. 25 laps, actually, it's longer than I thought. But I'm gonna do our best here. It's gonna be rough. Sorry, Johnny Benson. Don't hate me. The car is still clean somehow. I'll take it. Don't let Ward under us. Everybody's like 3, almost 4 wide. It's freaking nuts. Ward Burton causing a bunch of issues now behind. Hitting us there. Car is still clean somehow with all green. I'm shocked, honestly. What is that car behind me? That's a Home Depot, but is that Family Guy on the car? Oh no, that's freaking, what's it called? Charlie Brown and stuff on the car. That's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen that in this game. I just saw it in the mirror. I am drifting a little bit. Trying not to go and hit the wall. Got some real fast guys around us though. Our new engine is very good though. I'm very happy with it. Oh, we're gonna be 3 wide there. When we get tapped and stuff in the corner, it's so hard to keep it straight without sliding. It's super tough. Jesus, I didn't know we were 3 wide. Sorry, Todd. Even though I don't care for Todd. We freaking have a rivalry going on from last season still. Okay, now I'm a little bit by myself. I can kind of chill out a little bit. Try and run the lanes I want. Okay, I'm getting way too tight still. Ow. Car is still clean somehow. I feel like I need to loosen this car up some in the pits because I feel like it does not want to turn. Oh my goodness, Michael Waltrip. Where are you going, bud? All the way to the wall, apparently. He just nailed the wall there. Tires are already worn. That's not a good sign. That's what I was worried about with this setup, the way it looked. It was just super, like, low on tire wear. Because it's aggressive on tire pressure, obviously. And then just the springs on this one make it, like, the tire wear go way, way down, which is ridiculous. But I guess it's easier to handle at that point. I don't know, but the handling goes way down, too. So I don't understand how the setup works. We're back into the 20s now. That's not ideal, but still doing decent, honestly. For what we normally do, we're still doing decent. I'm just shocked we qualified first. That's going to help us on our average starts of 30th or better per week. That's going to help us with that sponsor for 65K. I'm going to be super happy about that one. Don't hit him. Oh boy, don't hit me again. Okay, it actually straightened us out, thank you. We're good. Car is still clean, but tires are already worn out. All 4 tires are already worn. That's not good. That's not good at all. That's the trouble of no stability help. I think we're faster than without it still, even though I'm up in the wall and everything. Now we got damage all over the car. Okay, Johnny Benson again. Johnny Benson's having a rough race. I'm sorry. I've screwed him up twice now really bad to where he falls way back in the field. I feel like pitting right around 12, 11 going into 12 may be smarter for me. Trying to get better tires earlier. Just because I know my car is super bad. We can go really far on fuel is the bad part too. Like I could go the rest of the way on fuel from right here, I feel like. But I think I'm gonna pit on 11 coming over to 12. Jamie McMurray's on our outside. That was super tight. I thought I was gonna clip him in a left rear. Trying to get speed here. If we can down the front stretch. I don't want to get slowed up staying behind him, but get a little bit of draft and then move on back, move on down. Trying to keep it from going all the way out to the wall again. Yeah, we are way off pace in the corners right now because my tires are so worn out. Not the best. Not ideal, I'll tell you that. I definitely want to mess with this setup some, like on my own. Next time we come here, I think we only come here once a season. But next time I see a setup that is like this, I feel like I want to lower the springs and see if it still drives fine because the tire wear is just so bad. Yeah, I'm going to pit this lap. because we're already so far off pace.
Number 2 is still
We're just
there.
losing time. Is not good. Maybe I don't want to drop the wedge because I'm already so loose in the back end. I just so tight in the front end. That's where it's bad. I need to get the car to rotate that way. But I don't know how to fix that in a pit stop. I don't know if I can physically.
Okay, we're clear.
But I'm gonna come and pit this time. Oh, maybe I can't. Oh, maybe I can't. I can. I'm getting down there. We're good.
Clear all
Get it
around.
down to 70. Don't speed. We're good. Okay. Don't need to repair. Wedge is at 0.5. That probably doesn't help either. So I'm gonna go down to 0. Do I want to do anything with tire pressure? I feel like it might hurt us more. I don't know. I'm gonna go to 18 instead of the 15. Try to be a little less aggressive on it being low. So, oh well, we'll see what happens. Decent pit stop. Like, they didn't mess up, but it was an 18-1. It wasn't great by any means. And we are back in 39th now, but that's also because we pitted. Some guys have not yet. Oh, Shane Hall, I know he's on the same lap as us because he was right in front of us when he pitted, and we honestly did not lose much time to him, which is shocking. Now, hopefully, our car's, like, physical damage on the outside doesn't hurt us too bad. And I think John Andretti might be pitting. No, he's on the same lap as us, so he definitely is already pitted, actually. But I need to try and get back around him, hopefully. There's going to be some guys pitting now that we might go and get back by. Who knows? We were in, like, 29th, 30th when we pitted.
Number 43.
Are we going to gain any spots? We're still 40th, 41st with John Andretti here. Okay, now we're catching the people for position. I got tight and in the wall. Dang it. Okay. Yeah, that's just rough at this track. You barely tap somebody and you go sliding super hard. So, yeah, we're falling all the way to last. This is going to be one of those races. We went from first to last. Like, how do you do that? That's honestly pretty impressive, I feel like. But this setup, I feel like just wasn't worth it for the race. I feel like it was great for qualifying, but race pace, this setup isn't it for a race pace. It was really nice for qualifying, but our tires just fall off too much, and it's too tight when you get on the long run too. Like, the tires wear out, the front end just gets way too tight when you get on throttle. It doesn't rotate around. I feel like that's just because the springs are so high up, and you can't really do much with it. So us being in dead last, we'll see where we end up at. Somebody's probably gonna blow an engine, and I think the person behind us might still have to pit also. So we might actually not finish dead last on speed, but it's not gonna be too far off, I feel like, because there's some people pitting now, but I'm definitely gonna be like behind them, so I think they were all still a lap ahead. Yeah, even the leader was in pit road right there. Whoever's coming off pit road here, we technically will be battling. Not sure what. Oh yeah, they like slide up there and then they slow down on the exit. So we're gonna be battling for last here for sure, but we'll see where we end up finishing by the end of the race. Well, we're coming around for 2 laps left. The leader is directly behind me, finishing or coming to the white flag. I don't think any. Oh, I was gonna say I don't think anybody blew an engine, and literally somebody has a blown engine right there. Who is that? That is a fantasy driver. It looks like 127. So, hey, we won't finish dead last, but this is going to be our final lap because Harvick is absolutely flying going by us. I couldn't hold off the 117 in front of us. We were like 5 seconds ahead of him when he came out of pit road. What is going on? Why am I out of control? I have not had that happen once, but literally this setup wasn't it. When your front tires start to wear out within 6 laps, that ain't good. Like, it's crazy on how hard we fell off in this race altogether, but went from first to 42nd. That's quite unfortunate. We had a very fast car, obviously, but the setup just could not last. Still get a little decent bit of money, 218,000. That's not bad. Where did Junior finish? Because Mark Martin's up there in like second. I'm not 100% sure where Junior finished overall. He's still top 10. 7th, not too bad. He started back in 22nd. That is crazy. Mark Martin was up there the entire time, led some laps. Harvick led the most. He came from 4th up to the win, led most of the laps, 16 of them, and had a really solid race. So that's definitely going to hurt us overall. I thought we were going to have a decent race starting on pole. That really shocked me. But yeah, like I said, this setup just killed it after like 5 laps. We're still gaining money though. We went from 1.57 to 1.6 in that race, so that's plenty fine. I'm happy with that because we can qualify top 30 average for sure. Richmond up next has been a great track for us, honestly. And what do I want to do with the car? I don't know if I want to keep it exactly the same or not, because there's we have 2 good engines now. Oh yeah, that one got repaired. Oh yeah, I can repair another one now. I need to see what 10 or 11 can go to, honestly, because it definitely will be worth repairing an engine just so we have more to rotate around with. Like, I think I might stick with, these are the engines, never mind. But we have 2 good engines at 72. I think I want to stick with the 13 for now. It has better efficiency. That one's just not good. This one will get up to 67. This one will also get up to 67, but this one has 64 on it right now. A little better efficiency left. I'll just repair number 11, but I'm gonna do it in 6 race time, not really rush it, spend less money on it, and because we have 2 other engines we'll be using for that, all 6 of those races for sure. So 1.55 million. We have R&D getting finished in 4 more races, so I'll have a lot of money to try and get some R&D done a little quicker. Standings wise, we fell to 22nd. Not terrible, but not great. But we're doing a lot better than we have previously. But Mark Martin is slowly catching up to Junior. Junior's had a great season, and in the beginning of the year, Dale Jarrett was having a fantastic season, but he fell way back when he blew an engine. But Junior having a fantastic season. Mark Martin slowly creeping up on him. I think he had 4 poles in a row. He would have if we didn't get this pole. So he had 3 poles in a row in a second. So he's on the decline right now. But next episode will be Richmond and Charlotte. That should be pretty fun. Hopefully we can do well there. Dover, Pocono. We've been decent at Pocono before, so Dover's a tough one for us. But with the traction, with the stability stuff off, we have been faster. We just need to get more consistent at not sliding around or wrecking the car. But had a great 2 races here. Well, had a great 1 1/4 races here, because Dega went fantastic. We won that. That was awesome. 2nd win of our career. California getting the pole absolutely shocked me. I was super stoked about that. After about 5 laps, the setup was dead, and I knew I wasn't doing any well. So that was unfortunate, but we did qualify pole, so that is very promising for us. Very happy about that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Appreciate you guys for watching as always. Very much of a grind in this career, but we're slowly getting better and better. And hopefully you guys stick around for it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.